A couple other questions that were lingering and conversations that I was having was, is Jimmy Butler the best player to wear a Heat uniform? 17% of y'all said yes, 17 said no, just wait on it. And then 58% of y'all said hell no, Jimmy Butler is nowhere near the best player to wear a Heat uniform. And I 1000% agree. For anybody who said just wait on it or yes, he's the best, clearly you done forgot what the hell D-Wade was doing. Damn what LeBron did in Miami. I know LeBron was great. But damn it, you done forgot what the hell D-Wade did in Miami out of all of his seasons in his career that he spent with Miami. Ain't no way in hell we gonna let Jimmy G take the throne or Jimmy Buckets take the throne like that. It's not happening, bro. He's a great player. He's done his thing throughout the whole playoffs. I understand he's a key piece for the Miami Heat's franchise, team this year, and organization in total. But at the end of the day, he's nowhere near better than D-Wade in Miami Heat. So D-Wade will always be number one in terms of wearing a Miami Heat jersey. Easy. And you can make the argument for LeBron too, obviously, but D-Wade is Miami Heat. He's Heat culture. That's who he is. And then this kind of brings us to our other conversation. One of the polls here was Caleb Martin from the Miami Heat robbed of the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Now, this was kind of close. 57% of y'all said he was robbed. At first, I agreed he was robbed. 43% of y'all said Jimmy Butler deserved it more. This kind of goes back to that, is Jimmy Butler the best player? I'm going to tie these two together, just so you know. Is he the best player in the Heat uniform, all of that? I'm going to tie these two together. Long story short, Jimmy Butler did deserve the MVP. I'll give him that. Without Jimmy Butler, the Heat would nowhere near have won this series. He did lead this team, even though he had a couple of bad games. He did lead this team in many ways on the floor. He was still there being the voice and just leading this team in so many other ways. However, I will say Caleb Martin, a tremendous mean argument could be made for Caleb Martin. But even looking at the stats and possibly trying to make an argument, it just doesn't sit up there with Jimmy G. Caleb Martin had a great series, had multiple 20-point games, averaged 19 in that previous series against the Boston Celtics. I think he had like 6 rebounds on average as well in that series. But when you look at I keep saying Jimmy G, but when you look at Jimmy Butler's stats, he had 24, almost a triple dub, 7 and 6, or 7 and 8. One of those. You can verify for me, but long story short, he did his thing through play. He still led this team in pivotal moments of the game, down the game in late stretches. He did his thing. He claimed the ball. He took the ball. He scored buckets when they needed buckets. But the guys around him, his teammates, were very great. And I think outside of Caleb Martin, there's even other guys that you can make an argument for that could have possibly won that conference finals MVP. So I definitely give credit to the Miami Heat. They balled out, but for me, if you're going to say Jimmy Butler is the best player to wear a Miami Heat uniform, I have to at least throw some kind of shade out there to say, like, he was barely the best player to wear a Miami Heat uniform in this playoffs. I'm just saying, I'm just messing with you at this point, but I'm just saying, don't come up here talking all that craziness, talking about it's D-Wade. It's still D-Wade. That's all I'm saying.